Louis, hi, James from Sky. Injury situation, any updates and anyone coming back in? We saw that obviously Valencia and Rojo were training. Are they likely to figure?
Yes, it's the second day after a match, so I cannot say that because we shall do everything to recover the players. So you have seen that Lingard was a part of the group, for example. Smalling was a part of the group, which plays more. Bosworth Jackson was a part of the group. A lot of players were a part of the group because we did play the match against Shrewsbury Town. So we have to wait and see tomorrow because we want to start with our strongest team.
What are Rojo and Valencia available for selection?
Valencia is not available for selection. Neither Januzaj. They are close, but they are not. Rojo, can only come in for 20 minutes maybe, so it is possible, but that is dependable of the other injuries. He has trained already with the second team.
Neil from the Sun. Louis, is it right? Am I right in thinking that Manchester United should really find this tie a lot easier than it's proving?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you've lost the first leg against a team who you should really be beating, and it's not certainly going to go through. Should it not be easier than this for a team as strong as yours?
No. I do think that Midtjylland has a very good organization, very detailed, and the players want to perform that organization. They play with diagonal pressing. I do that also with my team. Not many teams are doing that. When I see the data of Midtjylland, they have won always against English opponents. So everybody is thinking that that is nothing, but I think you have to analyze every opponent on his own and his own qualities, and I think they have a lot of qualities.
From the Telegraph. What do you have to do differently than you did out in Denmark, because you were disappointed with competing the second balls and things like that?
Now you are saying that by yourself already, because that's in every game very important to win the second ball, especially when teams are playing with long direct balls. Then you have to win the second ball. The first ball is not so important, but the second ball is important. But also we have to keep the ball better, and we have to move the ball quicker, because that's always what we have to do. And especially when the opponent is so well organized.
Louis.
Sorry.
Louis, given this club's history and prestige in Europe, how embarrassing or how damaging would it be for the club's credibility and your own if you did exit Europe?
Yes, I know that everybody is thinking that Manchester United has to win against Midtjylland. And that's also because of the status of Manchester United. But I have already said you have to analyze the opponent. You have to analyze Manchester United on this moment, and then it is another analysis that I make. I have already explained why.
You say you're more equal to Midtjylland now. You're not as you're not on the same level as.
I have already explained what I have said about Midtjylland.
Louis, Richard Town from the Press. Memphis has admitted that, again, he's struggled to get to the pace of the Premier League. He's found it very physically hard. Do you understand that, and do you think it will be next season that we
Who
see
is?
the best of
Memphis.
it?
Memphis.
Right.
That these are your words. These are not my words.
No.
He has to adapt. I agree. but that's not only at the pace, but in different situations. He has to adapt, and also to the culture of England and the Premier League as a person. That's also important. And but mostly every player has to do that. There are not so much players who can do, for example, what Anthony Martial is doing. And that's, I have said it already before, that he is doing great, and certainly when you see what his age is.
Louis, when you see the quality of players like that, then that's obviously you have better players than Midtjylland, but will supporters see more fight this time compared to last week?
Yeah, it's to hope that it is like that. I think it is like that because they showed that against Shrewsbury Town also. But every game is different, and every game players or managers want to fight for the victory. But we are human beings also, and like you are a human being, you are also in not always in the same shape and form.
Simon?
Well, you do your blogs every week, even when you've had bad performances, and you're very honest. The manager said what he's got to say about your opponents. As a player and someone who came here with a big reputation and a big transfer fee, how did it feel to be knocked out of Europe by a team from Denmark?
We are not yet.
How would it?
Me as a player, the only thing that I have in my mind is to perform as good as I can in every single game, and obviously tomorrow my only idea is to win. We know that we have to improve our game level in terms of how we played in Denmark. We need to play better and we need to adapt to their team better, but as a player it's not about what I say or what I write, it's about how I play and how we play. Because obviously what the fans want is the players to play and to win and to make them feel happy with trophies, and that's my only aiming, to win tomorrow, to make another step in this competition, and hopefully we can go as far as we can and lift the trophy, because it has a double meaning for us. It has the meaning of winning for the first time for the club this Europa League, and as well because it gives the chance to play Champions League.
Mark.
What did it feel like last week? Off the pitch, there was a lot of negativity around the game. In terms of the performance of the players and yourself, because you received a lot of criticism as well from your part in the second goal when the tackle that went astray and they scored. So you were criticised, the team were criticised. How did that feel after the game?
Well, it's something that you have to handle. As a professional footballer and playing in such a club, you have to be open for that. But no one better than myself know how I played a game, or no one better than we as players. We know how we felt in the game, or if we have done good or bad. So I'm not really bothered about these things. I was very, very sad and frustrated because of the game and because of the result and because of our away fans, but not because of the media or criticism.
Louis, do you think with all the kind of sort of negativity that's surrounding, a lot of speculation about it, so do you see that's maybe affecting the players? Because they obviously see the media, they see all the talk.
Ask him.
No, but do you see it? You're the manager of the clubs.
I think maybe it can be an influence, because there's a lot of criticism, so it can influence them, but they have to use their tools to ignore all the criticism, because that is very important. It's not only important about the criticism on their manager, but also on themselves, and that is also a mean to prepare yourself always properly. So it should not be an influencing subject.
Louis, do you know what to expect from this team on a week-to-week basis? It seems very inconsistent. Are you confident going out each game knowing what they'll produce?
Yes, because they showed already against Shrewsbury Town that we can play the football what we like to play. And we have showed in this season already many times that we can do that. But the circumstances are not so easy for the players because we have to change a lot of times our lineup. So we are playing with different lineups, and that's not beneficial for a team or the team building.
I know we spoke about team news earlier on, but is De Gea this morning, have they got a chance to be involved tomorrow?
I was hoping for that, but he shall not be involved. That is already certain.
Louis, obviously we've talked about expectations, maybe pressure on United, but for FC Midtjylland coming here to Old Trafford, what will the experience be like for them? Because many of those players will have not played at a ground like this, a stadium of this size before, and what effect could that have on them?
Yes, I was not a great player, as you know, but when I play for full stadiums, I was always on my best. So it's not a good signal for Manchester United. I think most of the players shall be excited, and it is for them the match of their lives, especially on Old Trafford, and not at home. So it's always the reason that I have to say that the top teams has to cope with that resistance of your opponent also.
Well, and is that the challenge then, to match the same sort of desire that the other team will have?
Yeah, you are right. You are right. Also, your word is fantastic. Desire, hungry, and a lot of times I use the word horny to my players. It's true, isn't it?
If the manager did say that, how would you react?
Like you, we react like you do. Yeah.
As a group of players, when things haven't been going well, do you get together and try and sort out your problems regardless of what the manager is saying to you?
Yeah, I mean, we are the ones that we play. So we as a group of players that we want the best for the club and we want the best for the supporters. We know that we need to improve in our game level sometimes. So obviously we feel the frustration from the fans because it's our own frustration, and as a player, you know, I have worked under a lot of managers during my career, and I always tried my best, and I always will, because that's my job and that's my duty, to give my best anytime.
Okay, chap over at the back.
Yeah. Thanks for the last one. It sounds like a funny Thursday night in Manchester. How are you going to play this game, Louis van Gaal, considering that you're behind when it starts?
I don't think there is many difference in our approach in the game, in the away game. But we have to score, that's for sure. And they are ahead, so the circumstances are for Midtjylland better because they are always playing like that, I think, more or less. So we have to disorganize their organization. So we have to be very creative and very. That's why I have said already that we have to move the ball very quickly. And And then we have to be also in our passes that the speed is high. That's also important. So that they did not have the chance to run the situation.
There's a negative perception about the Europa League in England. You've won it. How hard is it to win? There's so many matches to play.
There is a lot. There is a lot of games. Hopefully, we start tomorrow winning, and then we have still 2 matches to play. But I mean, I have won it, and I'm very proud of it. And it is another trophy in my career, and a European trophy. I believe that it will be the first time for the club to do it. So I think it has its importance, and obviously it's a European trophy that allows you to play Champions League next season. So it has a double importance.
But just in terms of the physical demands of playing on a Thursday night and then on a Sunday in the Premier League, how hard is it?
I don't think that's an issue. No, personally, it was not that season when we won it, because I think that season I played more games than ever, and I felt good with it, because as long as you go through the rounds and you're getting closer to the final, the passion is bigger than the tiredness in your legs, so I don't think that's an issue at all.